CryptoSLO, cryptocurrency news and investing.
CryptoSLO with more crypto gains. Today's update is PigeonCoin. So I know I did a couple videos on this, how to mine, and kind of a little about Pigeon, what it was all about. And you know, it's an interesting coin. The founders and designers kind of have a different vision than Ravencoin. I was talking in the Discord, and they were saying basically that they are going after the monetary side as a currency more so than the asset side like Ravencoin is. So looking at that, and the title of this video is, should I sell or trade my Pigeon coin? Well, that's a great question. I've got a little Pigeon. So far the price has kind of been mediocre at best right now. It is sitting at 39 sats. Just kind of going over this, and right off the bat I want to make some things very transparent. If you go to the rich list on this coin, 23.19% of these coins are owned by 25 people. Now, that's a little disheartening to the guy that's just mining, trying to make it, get a couple coins, get 100 coins a day. You know, they said there was no pre-mine on this coin. Actually I reached out to the developer and founder, the Luke guy, and he didn't respond. I think he was looking for YouTubers with 25K plus. But you know, hey, this is a grassroots campaign, man. If you should reach out, he should have been willing to put it, you know, a little out there. And I'm still available if he wants to talk or he wants me to interview him for the channel. I'd be more than glad to entertain that, to learn a little more about the long-term vision of this coin. Now, but anyways, back to this rich list. So they said there was no pre-mine, yet 25 wallets have 23% of the coins. So you've got people with millions of coins that literally could just crush everybody at any second. Now, I think these are your whales. These people are going to be smart. They're going to hold on to the coin until it commands a decent price. Otherwise, they would smash it into oblivion. But anyways, that's the rich list. That's the first thing. Current difficulty is a 4,000. It kind of peaked out. I was looking in the Discord. Supposedly this is going to drop because a lot of people are kind of abandoning this right now because of the price action's not doing much, and a lot of the other alts are starting to take off. So I think it's going to be important for them to get listed on another exchange if they want to keep the momentum going on this coin. But back to the second part of Pigeon. So if you looked at the Discord is very active. This guy Luke, he is the founder. He takes and answers questions. I think he's kind of more the face of the Pigeon coin. You know, and there's a bunch of people saying, come to my pool and all this stuff. And I typically hang out in the general section and just try to get, you know, a feel for what's going on with the coin. You know, it's interesting coin. The one thing I will say about this coin is I do like how active the community is, and this Luke guy does seem to be pretty smart about, you know, getting people excited about the coins. So on to what more of the topic of what we were talking about with this coin. Should you trade it, sell it? Should you still be mining it? Well, the mining difficulty is a little high right now for the price. It's really not profitable. It's very speculative. That's one. The rich list is pretty large on this coin, even though they said there was no pre-mine. That's a little, you know. But I'm going to stop the video, and then I'm going to bring in a chart and show you what's going on CryptoBridge, because that's the main place where this is traded. Okay, so this is CryptoBridge. This is Raven to Pigeon. So this would be if you were considering to trade your Raven coin to your Pigeon coin. So let's just see if it makes sense right now. So let's get the calculator out and figure out. So we see that the best, this is just a snapshot of course, the best right now is 452 for for 6,699 pigeon. So the way you would figure the ratio out is raven to pigeon is you would take the total pigeon and divide it by the raven. So let's do that. All right, so doing the math, the 6,699 pigeon divided by 452 raven gets you about 15. So the ratio is 15 pigeon to get 1 raven. So now put that in perspective of the mining difficulty and how many pigeon you get a day to how many raven you get a day. And in my opinion, this is a bad trade. It's too early. I would not, unless you're looking to just liquidate all of your pigeon and get completely out of it, a 15 to 1 ratio is kind of crappy, because think about it, if the difficulty of Raven, which right now was like about 22,000, is a factor of 2 to 3x of the difficulty of Pigeon, it's really not worth it to sell out for a 15 to 1 ratio right now. Unless, like I said, unless you're just looking to get rid of your Pigeon and move on to mining something else, then possibly it would make sense. So, because back to what we were talking about, it just, to me, this doesn't make sense. It looks like a fast sellout. So let's go ahead and look at the BTC market next. All right, so now we're looking at the BTC market. So remember, this is a snapshot. So it was currently sitting at around 36 sats. Well, Ravencoin is sitting at 409 sats. So in essence, you got to think of whether I trade my Pigeon or I sell my Pigeon and then I buy Raven. That's kind of what we're going here. So if you take the Raven to Pigeon from a cash BTC standpoint, you're looking at a ratio of 11.36 or around 11 to 1. So what does this all mean? This means that the trade, if you're trading Raven for Pigeon, it's a 15 to 1 ratio. If you're trading Pigeon for BTC and then going to market and buying Raven, it's 11 to 1. So the ratio is actually better to just sell your Pigeon straight on the market to BTC and then go to Raven and buy your Raven in the BTC to Raven market. So that was kind of the concept of this video, is deciding, should you trade your Raven, should you sell your Raven and then use the BTC to buy, should you trade your Pigeon for Raven, or should you sell your Pigeon for BTC and then take your BTC and buy your Raven? Well, the second is true. You would want to sell your Pigeon, get the BTC, and then go to the market and buy your Raven, because Raven's down a little bit too, because the ratio is better on this side, on the cash side, than it is the trade side. So that is the price analysis. So going back to this, so the third part of this is, should you stop mining Pigeon? Well, I would say no, because should you reduce your resources to mining Pigeon? Maybe so, because there's not much price action. But as long as the difficulty is low, you can still get a decent amount of coins daily without really doing too much. So like on my side rig, like I'll show you, let's see, mining pools, Pigeon, I think I've got all right, let's look here. So I've got about, let's see, 5 megahertz hash rate on the coin right now. Let's see what my earnings are. All right, so I've got one 1060 running on this on my spare rig, and I got 133 coins, which really isn't too bad. Am I going to switch to Pigeon on my main rig? Probably not. I still, like I said, I still like my Raven coin better, but I do like this project, and I do like to be somewhat invested in it. So to answer that question, should you stop mining Pigeon? I would say no. I still think that this coin has some possibilities, and you're getting decent earnings. I've got about 14,000 some, which isn't a ton, but you know, you never know. And I'm really not dedicating much resources to it. So to answer that, I would say I would reduce the amount of hash rate that you have on it, but I would definitely keep actively mining it while the difficulty is still under 10,000. So yeah, so that's today's video. PigeonCoin. Should you trade it? Should you buy it? Should you mine it? So that is Pigeon. So we'll keep you updated. I'll post another video if I see any new incredible news, or if the Luke guy does reach out and wants to do a short video. I would, like I said, I would definitely entertain that. What do you guys think of PigeonCoin right now? Are you still mining it? Are you selling it? Are you just selling it and moving on to the next coin? What are you doing? So this is CryptoSLO. If you're not talking gains, then we're not talking.